Welcome back, guys. It's Manny here. Thanks for checking out the video. Today, I'm going to give you a tour of Project Gunroom. I'm going to start with this out. The whole idea of this project was so I could have a space where I could do firearms cleaning, working on a gun, a secure space. Before, I did not have a true secure space to, say, leave a project unfinished and out where no unauthorized users could get to it. So now, with Project Gunroom, we can do that. So first of all, I'm going to look over here. There is a lock. A padlock that I'm able to, if I'm not in the room, or I'm not actively using the room, or I'm not home, this is locked. So, this is just a simple lock. I got maybe $10 at the hardware store. Already had the lock, so the paddle. Boom. So, we'll go inside and check it out. Alright, now we come in here. It's a 2-room. Here's the back room. And start back here. In this room, there's a urinal. When I bought the house back in 2014, the guy who lived here originally had a woodworking shop down here in the whole basement. So it had like lathes and dust collection, and he had a urinal put in. And I don't disagree with him because with the urinal, I don't have to go upstairs to use the bathroom. So I can just take a leak and go back to what I was doing. But, so there's that. Some bullshit plumbing that has to be here. The last project I really did was I built these shelves in the room. So 2 shelves. They're about 15 to 16 inches long, deep, 6 feet long. They've got 4 brackets on each, so very stable and sturdy. I like them. They're sturdy enough. They're gonna hold, like back here, like right here is gonna be reserved for reloading components like primers, powder, not brass. So just projectiles will be back here with a big box of projectiles. If I have small amounts, I'll put them over in a different location. But down here, I've got my range bag, so that'll be nice. I have my range bag here. It's not on a lower level. Right down here, got the box of miscellaneous shit, like there's some holsters and the wife's ear probe. On this shelf, I've got a mobile kit I'm gonna build with spare parts for going to a competition or a class. You know, recoil spring, striker, mag catches. I might even put spare Dawson sights if I break a freaking sight. My rifle bag for when I'm going to the range for a rifle. Targets and whatnot in here. Some notes I keep. I've been taking a couple new people to the range lately, so I write down some stuff that I want to work with them. I've done a little bit of dot torture and some stuff with them, so that's pretty cool. My awesome sojourn gear chest rig. That's up here. This is where all my makeshift USPSA targets are. I just make them at work and save me money. I don't have to go buy them. So they're on practice use. I can't complain with that. So I'm hoping on this wall to drill in and put 2 shelves on this wall or just a couple hooks so I can hang some stuff like that range bag so it's not taking up valuable shelf space, because I could use that space for someone else. So yeah, there's that. But that's this whole back room. Up here on top of the door, I've got like the stupid boxes that shit come in, like my wife's M&P 2.0 EZ and like my Glock cases. I don't want them taking up good space over there where I could store shit, so I throw them up above the door. Like I've got an RMR box and like another knife case. So yeah, there's that. But now we'll head into the other room and I'll show you what's in there.
All right. Now that we're leaving this room, before we leave this room, I did put a fire extinguisher. I got this from work. We had like a giveaway, so I have a fire extinguisher. I think it's an ABC, so if I had a fire down here, I'll take care of that. I've seen some videos of people's reloading benches and whatnot, gun benches with fire extinguishers, so I can't complain. So there's the door to get in here. This room had a pegboard originally, so this is really cool. There's a bunch of hardware for it already, so I put some targets up so when I dry fire in here, I can just move them around real quick. I have my Nanook 904. That's my first aid kit. I should put like a the white cross on it, or just buy the new first aid model. I can get that off Amazon. Yeah, that's my first aid kit. So this will leave the room with me if I go to the range. But if not, it just sits right here. I got a broom. Floor's kind of dusty here, so I sweep kind of often. Here is this Craftsman tool chest I found like 3 years ago at like a local Goodwill. I mean, so I can't complain. I only paid like, I want to say $20 for the darn thing. So up here is like my fat wrench, some X-Acto blades, some Dremel kit stuff. This will be like for like some gun cleaning stuff and reloading stuff. Like I got my calipers. These things were expensive, but hey, I can't complain about those. I got those for free. Drawer for like a spare parts. I have all my knife sharpening stuff in this drawer with some Allen wrenches. Another empty drawer for now. This drawer's empty. Like I just unloaded some of this crap and put more stuff in it. I've got a socket set down here and some other miscellaneous tools like some wrenches, some needle nose pliers, some pliers right back, and some more pliers. So I need to do stuff with that. Here's an empty bucket. I'm using that one for. This is my range bucket. Like it's got my hammer to go to the range, my staple gun, Stanley Fat Max. I really like these because they're hard, heavy-duty plastic, but they don't weigh that much, and they're made in America. Gotta like that. Heavy-duty tape measure definitely needed. Over here, I've got this wooden flag that I bought from some guy. I can't remember his company off the top of my head, but if I remember it or find the business card, I'll put it in the description down below, so you can check them out. It's really cool. Local Michigan company who makes these. Veterans and first responders get a nice discount actually. I bought 2 of these, one for myself and I got one for my father for Christmas last year. I still haven't hung mine because I finally found the spot where I'm going to put it. Actually, I'm going to put it right above the doorway, right there, going into the other part of the back room. So that flag will be chilling right there. Yeah, so that'll be right there. It'll hang perfectly, it fits perfectly, so that'll be good. Then in here, I've got this old stack-on gun security cabinet that I've had since I was 10, 11. I got this from a family member. Holds a couple guns. It doesn't meet my needs right now because I don't have that many, unfortunately, but it does protect them. I do have a goldenrod in there. It's because we are in the basement. When I didn't have it for about 6 months, I had to clean all my guns, get all the surface rust off of them, so that was a pain in the butt. So I spent the $20 and got a goldenrod. No big deal. Over here I have this. Let's see, we got this antique cabinet. It's kind of cool, metal and wood, kind of lopsided, but like the floor in here is not super level. So this platform I had here from the original owner home, so I had to level out the gun safe and the cabinet pretty much to get them to function properly. So getting here, there is some manufactured ammo like I had. There's my Phoenix ammo, my 9mm. So far I have right there. There's 32 ACP for the wife. I mean, not 32, 380 ACP right there. Some 45 ACP right next to it. There's some 20 gauge and an old ass brick Remington hollow point 22 from a long ass time ago. Actually, old ass box. I want to say it's been like 20 years since it was bought, but hey, space for all my AR mags loaded up. Some 5.56 I believe. Do have some pasters. I'm probably gonna get myself a paster gun because that's awesome. Here's all my, this is my dry fire stuff, like my dry fire mags. I've got 3 of those. Some more targets. Actually, the Ben Stigger Pro Shop target kit. You can get on their website. It's really awesome. They're actually scaled and laser etched. Then here's the Ben Stigger dry Fire Reloaded book. Great book if you're starting out in like competition, learn how to dry fire for that kind of stuff. Give you metrics and try to beat it. Another good book I recommend that's been recommended to me was Steve Anderson's Refinement and Repetition book. So I would definitely check that out. And then we got this Sterlite 3-drawer system. I got this, I think, at the Goodwill. I think I paid $2 for this thing, and I'm like, if I'm not buying gun crap, I go to Goodwill and I buy a bunch of crap. Swag stuff, stickers, some bullet tags for some bullet tray, bullet cases I bought. Yeah, some swag. Pretty cool patch. This is actually from Tough Products. Awesome patch. But this one is like all my spare parts. Like I have an old Safariland SLS hood here with the hardware that I got from a Squared Away Customs holster. So I'm thinking I'm gonna either send that back to Mark at Squared Away Customs and get him to make me a holster that I can use, because the last one I sold the gun that it was for, so couldn't use it anymore, but I kept the hood. So, and I know it takes a little while to make those holsters because these are off the secondhand market, so that's awesome. Spare parts. In here, keep all my knives. So, Pentamin Freak. Yeah, some knife drawer. Just in here chilling. They're kind of put away. Shut that up. Up here, I do have my USPSA belt. I've had a video on this. I've also got my hat with my action camera for USPSA, just so I can get some first-person video. I mean, it's not always the best video, but the camera, I got a smoking deal on this, so I can't complain. It gets me the footage I'll need. Right over here, I just threw up a set of sawhorses and a piece of wood that I found in the spare wood bit pile I have at the house, just if I need to throw something there and I don't want it sitting on the workbench. But other than that, that was gone. I just put that in there the other day. Unfortunately, when I moved into this room, the water softener's here, and I'm not moving it, so that kind of just eats up some space in the room. But it's like really not a lot of space eaten up, so can't complain. All right, now we're gonna head.
All right, now we're gonna look at the bench. Show you from what is my left to my right. We'll go over things. Right here, I have a whiteboard. This has some writing on it. Don't pay too much attention to it, but this will be helping me remember some things when I get something set up here in this room, which I'll tell you here in a little bit, because you'll probably have figured it out by now. But I have a Dremel. Well, actually, this isn't a Dremel. This is a Wen tool, rotary tool with a flex shaft. So really handy for when you're working on a project. You don't have to hold the dang Dremel. I got it hanging up here, and that's hooked up to a power outlet up here. Up at the real far top, I have a I Love soundbar I got from work. We had some award that we got to pick off a catalog. I picked this up. It was my speaker to my computer, but I didn't use it enough. I always wear headphones, so I mounted it up there, which is no big deal because then I can watch YouTube videos, podcasts, and not have headphones in and hands-free. So that's kind of nice. Back down here, got a magnetic bar. I don't know what that is. I got some scissors, some pliers, some punches, some small tip screwdrivers, some Allen wrenches, some nut drivers here. Down here is just a little basket with pens and markers and dry erase. I got some Triticon stickers in here. Down here is like a gunsmithing screwdriver set, so they got all the nice bits I need if I'm working on a gun or something like that. It's my go-to screwdriver set, so I always use those. I do have a armorer's wrench for AR-15. I got this from a buddy at work, actually. He just gave it to me, so that was kind of awesome and nice of him. Doesn't have any branding on it, but hey, it'll work for the purposes if I have to ever armor on a AR. I got some gloves here. These extra large gloves. I've got a stash of them down here underneath the bench. So they're quite nice. The remote for the speaker, and then I do have a small couple hammers. And up here is this thing was actually remounted it right where it was. This was in the house already. The previous owner of the house had like random various bits of hardware and screws, and I kind of took them all out, put them in a bin, and haven't sorted them back out into these things yet. But if I have spare parts or whatever, I can throw them in there. So that's kind of awesome. Now we'll go over the bench.
now that we're looking at the bench, we can look at it, and it is 2 shelves, an upper and a lower. The top, the whole dimensions of this thing is like, it's like, I want to say it's like almost 39 inches tall from the floor to the top tabletop. It's 6 feet long by 2 feet deep. So it was the ideal height. It's not the really ideal height for me, but I like the height. I can sit at it or stand, yep, so it's got 2 feet deep, 6 feet long, which is really nice. My last bench only went from where the paint is gone. I haven't repainted yet, but it was there to there, so no big deal. As you can see, I've got a couple ammunition cases for loaded ammunition. I've got a couple cups. I've got an empty ammo can to put that in when I have more than what the cases cover. Some acro bins. I might mount those somewhere. If not, got a thing with rags, some miscellaneous crap I have to sort, gun cleaning stuff, and more gloves. You know, you never know when you're working on some nasty project. You want to wear some gloves. Not necessarily germs, but just for the cleanliness of the job. Down here on the floor, it's like a 26 inches clearance, I want to say. And a 5-gallon bucket is 21 inches, so that's awesome. This Lowe's bucket right here has got my dirty 9mm brass. This black bucket is once fired shell shock ammunition, shell shock cases in 9mm. I'm debating on sending these off to somebody if I can't find a reason to use them. Got a little stool over here. That bucket will be probably for my clean 9mm brass. But as you can tell, and I've said it a couple times in this video, this is a reloading bench. This will be my reloading bench when my awesome Dillon XL750 arrives. It's going to live right here on the workbench. That'll be awesome. That'll take up a lot of space. It might even go almost to the ductwork right there. So I'll have a couple inches of clearance for the case feeder to pour brass into. Be awesome. Hopefully that'll be here in a couple of weeks. I got that ordered the other day. So that'll live here, and this will be why I really built the gun room, is because I wanted to press, not just because I'm getting into competition, but because I'm able to then craft ammo for my guns and how they like it and I like it. I can then shoot more for the same amount of money. I really blame Rob from Hops Quest because he's got me in that ammo reloading bug, and I mean, can't blame him. Who doesn't want a freaking Dillon press? But yeah, so this is Project Gun Room. You're going to see more about it later. As soon as the Dillon gets here, we're going to install it together. We're going to set it up. We're going to unbox it. It's going to be awesome. So I really hope you guys stick around. Until next time, stay safe, do something. I'll catch you on the next one.